Helene Greene and Sandra Celentano have been an invaluable part of Maimonides' volunteer family. Helene Greene began her volunteer service 8 years ago in 2017, right after her retirement. She first joined the Women's Auxiliary and participated in their many activities. This was a promise to her late mother-in-law, Norma Greene, who had been the president of the Auxiliary for over 25 years. Helene brought extra special joy to new parents by arranging to have pictures taken of their newborn babies and distributing gift packages to new mothers. She also went around the hospital with the library cart and refreshment cart. Currently, Helene is an integral part of the volunteer office where she assists with many general office and administrative duties. She also participates in the bake sales and helps with setting up and serving guests at the annual holiday parties at Maimonides Cancer Center. Helene was born and raised in Brooklyn. Before joining Maimonides, she worked for 33 years at a shoe distributing company, first as an accountant and later as vice president in charge of operations. Helene and her husband have been married for 54 years. They have a son who is a lawyer, a daughter-in-law who is a dentist, and 2 grandsons. Helene and Sandra have been friends since they both volunteered at their children's elementary school PTA. They met again in a supermarket back in 2017 and reconnected. Helene suggested that Sandra should join as a volunteer at Maimonides. Sandra became part of the Women's Auxiliary, distributing magazines and books to the patients on the nursing units, went to maternity units to take orders for the newborn baby pictures, and did fundraising by selling books and colorful socks. When the volunteer department launched the Cuddler program in the NICU in 2019, Sandra Celentano was right there at its inception. After a short break during the COVID pandemic, Sandra rejoined the program to take a special place in the hearts of Maimonides' youngest patients and their families. Sandra was born at Israel Zion Hospital, which later became Maimonides, and is a native Brooklynite. She used to work as a substance abuse counselor in a middle school in Brooklyn. She has been married to her husband for 56 years, and together they have 2 children, a son who is an operations manager at ABC, and a daughter who is the director of education at Yoga Studios. They have 3 grandchildren. Sandra is a lovely singer and takes after her grandmother, who was born in Scotland and was an opera singer. Both Helene and Sandra are extraordinary in many aspects. They are kind, caring, and reliable. They treat everyone with respect and are ready to go above and beyond what is asked of them. Helene and Sandra were 2 of the first volunteers to come back after the COVID pandemic to give their helping hand in the volunteer office, where they have archived thousands of inactive files, made numerous phone calls, and assisted with various assignments. Together, they have contributed close to 2,000 hours of service to Maimonides. Thank you so much to Helene and Sandra.
Hi, so Helene has been our volunteer for the past 2 years. She's volunteered her time at the cancer center and helped us with the bake sales. She even gave up tickets that her children bought her for a show that she waited for. As soon as she found out that it's for charity, that we're trying to raise money for the cancer children, she canceled those plans. She gave away her tickets and she came. Devotion, dedication, sweet, kind. When we called her the following year to come and help us, she was too happy to sign up. She's energetic. She is an inspiration. We love her and we thank her for everything she does.
Sandy is one of our longest standing cuddlers. She's been with us since the inception of the cuddler program, even before COVID. She was one of the first people to come back when we restarted the program. She's wonderful with the babies. She has a really good energy. She can read them well. And she's also just a lovely person to interact with in the NICU. She's kind to everybody, to the staff, to the parents. And she's just a joy to have.
Hi, I just want to take this opportunity to thank Helene for everything she's done for us here in PT-Monk. I met Helene about 2 years ago when we resumed our post-COVID activities for our Peds Hemonc and Infusion Center, and she has been an invaluable resource to me, helping with our bake sale, being here 8 hours, helping set up for our holiday party, and just making sure that our kids have everything they need. Thank you again, Helene. I couldn't do it without you.
Dear Helene and Sandra, we are grateful to both of you for your many acts of kindness, devotion, and selflessness. We are fortunate to have you as a valuable part of our Maimonides family. Thank you.